Hello, we're Postbox Productions and we've just woken up. It's about 11:30 and we've just had our last sleep for the next 72 hours. What we're going to do is for the next 72 hours we're going to document everything that happens so you can see the effects and side effects of lack of sleep and sleep deprivation.
If we can make the 72 hours.
See if we can make it. I'm Alice.
I'm Claire.
I'm Flo. And you're going to be seeing the worst of us for the next couple of days.
Yeah, so whatever you see, it's probably not actually us. This is going to be an interesting experiment. So we hope you enjoy it and we hope we get
some Schadenfreude out of it.
Yeah. I'm up. I'm up! I've got a ringing in my ear. I'm up. I'm done.
Sleep is the source of constant struggle for some, with cases of insomnia and sleep apnea soaring in recent years. And yet in this short documentary, we, the motley crew at Postbox Productions, have signed our consent to be submitted to similar sleepless conditions. The challenge? To stay awake for as long as possible over the next 3 days, with 72 hours of consciousness as the goal. Throughout our conquest, we'll be measuring the physical and mental effects of sleep deprivation with a series of time reaction tests and video diaries. Each one of us are participating under different conditions in regards to how we stay awake. Alice will have no limit on her caffeine intake. Flo will abstain from all caffeine, and Claire will consume only what is necessary. The only escape from this madness is to use the designated safe word, cinnamon. Saying this will result in an individual withdrawal from the project and permission to sleep.
This is an online alert test where you have to... she's already crashed.
Your spacebar doesn't work.
Sorry. Press the spacebar when you see an image come up on the screen. We'll show you in a second. And we're just seeing what our, how good our alertness is at the moment. So what we're going to do is every 3 hours we're going to do the same test or a similar test and see how our reactions have deteriorated or how they've changed. And so this is Claire when she's fully awake and fully alert and has only been awake for 2 hours. So if she's really bad at this, it will be terrible by the time we're at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we'll have to see. Okay.
There are 5 main stages of sleep. The first 4 are classed as slow wave sleep, or SWS. As the body goes through these stages, the electrical signals of the brain calm down, the heart rate and body temperature decrease, and metabolism slows. The body sinks into a state very close to unconsciousness. The 5th stage is rapid eye movement sleep, or REM sleep, where a person will experience dreaming. Where in SWS, brain activity shows up on the monitor as low frequency waves, in REM sleep, the levels of activity change back to the state very similar to when the person is awake. In this stage, even though the brain is very active, the only part of the body that can actually move are the eyeballs, hence the name rapid eye movement sleep.
Scientists have a fairly complex understanding of the concept of sleep and the stages that we sink through to achieve it, but the actual reason for sleep remains elusive. Some take an evolutionary approach, suggesting that sleep is an adaptive response which, in the past, helped us to conserve energy and kept us out of harm's way when it was dark, and therefore more dangerous. An alternative to this is the restoration theory, which is based on homeostasis, the body's need to maintain optimum conditions. With this idea, sleep is presented as a way of restoring the body to the best possible state it can be in. Though we can theorise, it may seem surprising that there's no one solid reason for why we need to sleep, even if it does appear to be a relatively simple function.
It's been 9 hours, I'm counting on my arm.
I'm not really feeling much.
Feeling a bit tired?
Reaction time is still decent. My body's feeling fine, my eyes aren't particularly tired.
My eyes have become quite itchy and the eyelids are becoming quite heavy and I'm yawning quite a lot, so there's definitely kind of physical
symptoms, as it were.
My body thinks it's going to go to sleep, but I know differently.
But I reckon in about 10 hours time, if that, more than 10 hours time, I think the real effects will start to show. That'll be interesting to see them then.
Following this, we re-ran our time reaction tests, comparing our original results from when we were fresh from a good night's sleep to the results from when we've been awake for several hours.
I went from, 0.31 to 0.28 in 4 hours. You've actually had the opposite effect. I did have a Coke, one of those 25p cheap Cokes, that one over there. Unless I just get more alert as the day goes on.
Maybe.
Depends. But anyway, I'm pleased with that. 0.28, that's fucking amazing. Okay.
My last one was 0.28.
Okay.
And it's gone up to 0.32, so I'm getting less alert already. It's only been a few hours, and I had Coke.
Yeah.
I got the same as last time.
Really? And you haven't had anything, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, so I got 0.29 last time, and 3 hours later I've got exactly the same, and I haven't had any Coke or caffeinated projects.
Coke is in the drink.
Yeah, it's cola.
While Flo has stayed the same on both reaction tests, Alice has improved. However, Claire's score has worsened.
Yeah, okay,
12-hour
so this is the 12-hour mark, literally a mark, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty crap.
I'm feeling fine.
Yeah, no, I think slightly drowsy, like you would on a normal day around this time, but not hanging or anything.
Yeah.
We're going to go for a walk now outside to raise endorphins, get some fresh air, stimulate ourselves a bit. It was a bit more. I think the boredom makes you tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bored of you
Well,
girls.
yeah,
already.
because we're sitting down, we're kind of anticipating sleep, isn't it? 'Cause it's, we're in
But-
bed,
and because
we're all
we're-
kind of, you know.
The whole project's on sleep. We're focusing on the effects like we
The
would do
idea
if it was a normal night.
But I think it's just like psychological mind games. You know you can't sleep, and so you want to sleep, so your body makes you feel.
One of the reasons why I think my eyes are stinging is because we've been looking at screen quite a lot of the day, haven't we?
I'm used to looking at screens.
So see, I'm not. I'm not used to being indoors or looking at screens for a lot of the day, so it's kind of hitting me, I think. But I'm feeling pretty good still. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I haven't had a low yet. I'm feeling really alert. Probably been laughing for the last 3 hours. So I'm feeling good. This is my fourth /5 energy drink in the last 17 hours, and we're still counting on my arm. So it's all going good.
Feeling a bit more tired now, but better than I did earlier.
Been fluctuating in tiredness. Like at the minute it's okay. I think that could be just snacked. But earlier there was a bit of muscle tension, spasms I get when I'm tired, like cramps and sore. You got to walk it off. Yeah, I think on the highs my temper's okay. On the lows it tends to be a bit cranky. But I think it's more like sarcastic cranky. It's like insultment. But at the minute I'm feeling good at the minute. I'm looking forward to seeing daylight again because things seem easier when the sun's out. And we're going to do our reaction test again now, so we'll see if they've improved or seriously gone downhill as my eloquency has.
Contrary to what we had expected, our reaction times had all improved since our last test. At 4 o'clock in the morning, though Claire improved by only 0.01 of a second, both Alice and Flo managed to achieve their best scores of 0.26 and 0.27. After our reports of how sleep deprivation was affecting us, our scores seemed to be following the natural fluctuations in energy that we were each experiencing. Tired as we were, it was refreshing to see daylight again. Whether we could maintain the appearance of normal functioning, however, that was still in question.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, beautifuls.
Morning.
Oh god, I'm laughing.
Aye,
Hey, Captain.
Not that you guys are delirious at all. Aye, aye, Captain.